Welcome to Hawk Talk. Jack Keffer here alongside Gabe Sustick. And Gabe, the second straight win for Hyannis tonight, this time at Cotuit. A 5-4 win, hard-fought win as well. Good offense performance all around, scoring 5 runs on 7 hits tonight. And a little bit of help from the Cotuit pitching, from walks, some wild pitches and pass balls. But overall, offensively tonight, Hyannis doing a really nice job working the starting pitchers.
Yeah, and you got to look at Trey Truitt again. Came in big as he's been doing pretty well in that leadoff spot for himself. Had that 2 RBI double early on in the game to really open it for Hyannis. And you can just see them hitting a lot better. You can see them finding the holes, finding the time when guys are on base. They've been able to get those hits and get guys to score runs, and that's becoming big. That's what you want to see in this second game, that they kept it going, that they didn't slightly stop and go back to their old ways, that they found ways, they work counts, they get walks, and they get on base.
And Gabe, of course, for the offense, not having to come to work from behind tonight. They were behind 1-0, but not a big run differential there, as they immediately got 3 runs in the top half of the third inning to counter that 1 run in the bottom half of the second. And you have to credit Hyannis pitching once again. 3 straight games it's been where the starting pitching has been fantastic, and you can even throw in Andrew Gonzalez, who after a rough first inning, giving up 3 runs, really settled down against Falmouth. But tonight, Charlie Barnes was absolutely fantastic for the Harbor Hawks.
Yeah, you talk for Barnes coming in, and early on he had a little struggles going in, and he was able to get out of it without that much damage. But you saw him calm down a little bit. You saw him work it. So he saw his teammates Alex Eubanks work there before, and he's done it again. And you see with the bullpen, everyone is starting to continually improve with their breaking pitches and finding placement when they're pitching.
Well, Charlie Barnes was our Harbor Hawk player of the game, and Nicole Hansen caught up with him in the interview. Nicole.
Well, I'm here with our Hawk Talk player of the game, Charlie Barnes, who started out on the mound today for the Harbor Hawks. Now, starting pitching's been huge in the last 2 games, helping you guys get the win. How did you prep for today to get that win?
I really just kind of stuck with the same routine I've had through school ball and then up into this week. The coaches have done a good job letting us know how to get ready and what we need to do for each start and giving us a little background on each team. So nothing too different, just kind of stuck with the plan.
And now your first start against Orleans, a little bit different, a little bit shaky in the beginning before you kind of evened out. Today, a little bit different, solid the whole time. What was the change that you made between the 2 starts?
A lot of guys here, making sure they get on fastballs early, trying to avoid breaking wood bats. So I kind of worked a little backwards to start out, and then I really used my fastball, just kept it down in the zone, try to let my defense work, and we made some great plays. So it was just all around good effort.
And your curveball was working really well today, and I've heard that Coach Korn has been working with you guys on the off-speed pitches. How has that been helping yours as well as your teammates' starts and relief pitches appearances?
It's been huge. When you have a second pitch, you can throw for a strike really whenever you want. It makes it tough as a hitter. So Coach Korn's done a great job working with us, and it's been really good for our entire staff that we have that other pitch.
And lastly, switching sports to the most important game tonight, Game 7. Who do you have winning tonight?
I'm taking LeBron James and the Cavaliers.
All right. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but we'll let it slide. Thanks so much. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Nicole, and thank you, Charlie Barnes, for catching up with us here on Hawk Talk. And you can't talk about Charlie Barnes without talking about the bullpen in relief. Lucas Gilbreth with an inning and 2/3, very strong pitching-wise, and then Garrett Cave in to shut the door. 4 straight fastballs touching above 93 miles an hour to get that last strikeout of the game. The bullpen coming in clutch once again for Hyannis.
Yeah, and I talked about it on the broadcast with Gilbreth. It really shows a lot of trust in manager Gassman, letting him come back into the game, letting him go as far as he did, even without the last game where he kind of lost it a little bit and he had to be switched out for James Harrington. So I think manager Gassman always shows a lot of trust in what his players can do. Brings in Cave. Cave throws in some heat there just to end the game. So everyone improving, and Gassman knows everyone's going to improve, and that's what he saw tonight.
Well, Gabe, it's a Sunday, and it is Father's Day here in America. And, Gabe, we're going to go with the embarrassing Hawk Talk moment here. What is a good moment with your father that you've had throughout your time with him?
If he watches this, he'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Because I was 13 years old. It was the first time we were playing golf. And don't ask me how it happened because it'll get too long to talk about it, but I ran a golf cart into a tree. My dad was on the ground laughing for about 5 or 10 minutes, and if he listens to this, he'll sure as anything remember that.
Well, I'm going to embarrass my dad fully here. First off, Bill, who really I should call Chicken Head, as you got a terrible haircut when you were 20 years old and that just became your nickname automatically. I actually witnessed my father dancing around in a dress as a woman, so that was definitely something interesting to go off of. But Bill, thanks for being my dad, and happy Father's Day to you. We hope that you see this, and Gabe, I hope your dad sees this as well. And we hope that we embarrassed you enough here on the Embarrassing Hawk Talk moment. Tune in tomorrow night against Bourne, home at Hyannis for the third straight game against Bourne, Gabe. But for Gabe Sustick, I'm Jack Keffer here on Hawk Talk, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
1, 2, 3. Happy Father's Day from the